What is going on, everybody? Depraved Slasher, and we are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
Together we are
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are.
Your pick?
This is my pick. So, I'm super stoked to check this out because it has been a while since Hop has dropped some new music on us. Now, we are super late because of a few things. One of them being we don't react to things over the weekend. We have our weekend reactions pre-recorded. If I remember correctly, he dropped this on Friday.
Okay.
And we didn't record anything Friday.
Or Saturday or Sunday.
So we had nothing on Monday
Right.
either.
Right.
Which will not always be the thing. Now, with that being said, though, I really wanted to cover some Ice 9 kills because I love them.
Because Ice 9 kills. Slays.
Yeah. And then one of the homies dropped a song another day.
Right.
You know, the stuff.
Life happened. Life happened. That's what happened, yeah.
But we're here. We're here now.
At this exact moment. Yes.
So this song is called Your House by Hopsin. I wonder if it's a song that his mom?
I don't know, but all I can hear is our house.
Right.
In the middle of the woods.
I mean, regardless, I'm super stoked for this. So
right.
We're not going to waste too much time. So with that being said, if you guys, we're going to react to this. Not if you guys. We're going to react to this as if you guys have already seen it. If you've not seen it, please click the link in the description below. Hop on over, watch the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. Let Hop know we sent you. Come on back. And we say that because, oh yeah, Hopsin's my top 5 favorite rappers all time. So that's a thing.
There you go.
He's like holding on to that number 5 spot.
Right.
He was number 4, but then Crook came in and
fiercely stole that title
fiercely
back.
stole the 3rd spot, I think.
Right.
3rd or 4th spot, I don't know.
Crook's definitely like probably 2 for me.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
But nah. So I'm super excited he's dropping music. But yeah, come back. I've completely.
He says that because it's a breakdown channel. We're gonna pause. We're gonna try and catch the bars. We're gonna talk about it a lot. Pauses. There you go.
Hashtag pause gang in the house. No, don't do that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna slash it up and break it down. This is Hopsin with Your House, not my house. Your house.
Well then.
Okay.
Now that that's settled.
I like this.
Man, I don't even know what happened. I was born inside of this shit, my fucking parents scrapping. I was mortified as a kid. Police always at my house, all because of my daddy's temper. Man, this shit been going on about as long as I can remember. He'd always blame my mom for the shit he didn't accomplish. I'd hide in the corner like a guinea pig in the process, just knowing he about to smack the fucking teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke, there was...
Ooh! I got chills.
That is a tough life. Oh. I mean, as always, his wording is immaculate, but that is deep drama right there.
As a father, I never understood the whole child abuse or... I mean, even as in a relationship, I never understood actual abuse.
I mean, he is talking about domestic abuse, not... He was just watching.
Right.
But still.
Shit just baffles me, man. I don't know how you could... Like, if you're with somebody and you can't stand them to the point you want to knock the fuck out of them, it's time to go.
Well, like he just mentioned, though, it's like his dad got off on it. And there's so many people out there, men, women, doesn't matter, that enjoy maybe the violence, maybe the power, the control. It may be a mix of all of the above, but to them, that is arousing. So, you know.
I don't know. I've also personally always been under the belief that, like, if you're a female in a relationship,
if you're the one that's being subjugated,
you have the power. You have the vagina.
That is not how it's always seen. In fact,
You have the power.
A lot of times, men like the one he's describing, not maybe exactly like him, but they do see it as powerful, and they don't like that. And this is their way of reasserting their power.
Just makes them a bunch of bitches.
And well, I thoroughly agree with you. I'm just saying, like, the cycle plays out. It does. And unfortunately for the land of the free, America has one of the highest rates of domestic violence there is.
Right.
Like, we just don't have... It's not so much necessarily the laws in place for it, although our laws are stupid for assault. But also, because it's a loved one, there's a lot of, like, refusal to press charges or retraction of statements afterwards. And
I love him.
I honestly feel like if it has been witnessed by other parties, like it's something that plays out into a street or happens in public, they shouldn't need the spouses or the partners statement at all. They shouldn't have to press charges. It should be a done deal. You were witnessed committing assault on someone, therefore you serve the time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Teeth out of mouth. It's like when it came to some type of drama, he got aroused. No joke. There was the moments where dad would slowly be creeping up. I would jump in front of my mama. Please don't beat her up. I ain't never spoke on this shit. The memories are rough. Smiles and hugs, that's just something you'll never see in us. You know the pain when your parents tell you to go and play, then hours later you see your mom and she got a swollen face. I hope you don't relate. I just learned how to cope today. From the days when I would pick up the phone and say, I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fight mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight.
Woo!
Those epic electric guitars just add to the... I mean, I have chills. That whole hook gave me chills.
So here's the thing. I don't know how much of this is Hopsin's life or as opposed to his storytelling.
Right.
Because, I mean, I don't know Hopsin's upbringing. But I do know there are a lot of kids out there that do have to go through this.
Right. And a lot of them have established a safe place in terms of a friend's house, whether they tell their friend or not what's going on, or they just choose to be there all the time.
Right.
Like, it's... Yeah.
No kid should have to go through that.
I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I would go to school feeling so frightened, yeah, I was scared. Not knowing if I'ma go home finding my mama dead. Every other fucking day, Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home. Man, ever since I was born, they was pessimistic and torn. Like a fucking ape running loose in our other fucking day, Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home.
A fucking what?
Ape, I think.
Oh.
Running loose in our home. Yeah.
That's why I kept rewinding. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he, just beating his chest and...
Right.
Yeah.
Day Dad was always losing control. He was acting like a fucking ape running loose in our home. Man, ever since I was born, they was pessimistic and torn. It's evident, but regardless, they never get a divorce. God, I wish they got around it, just checking into some counseling. We could have been a happy family inside our house again. I said again as if we ever were. That's false. Shit I dealt with growing up will forever hurt. I'm lost. We were nothing like the families I used to see on the sitcoms. We were horrible with bonds. I can no longer sitcom. I would see that my friends had a life at home that was peaceful. They were lovable people who didn't function like we do. Or how I wish I could redo the pain of the wicked days when I'd pick up the telephone, call a friend and say, I gotta leave here now. My mind.
Oh, Lord. Like, how do you unlearn all of that too. I mean, I suppose that you hope that the houses you're going to, the parents show the proper level of respect for each other, and
right.
you know, you. But
I think there's a bunch of things that can help you unlearn it, and I don't mean just the stuff you see right around you.
Right.
This is one of those situations where even having positive role models, which I don't know if you've seen, the kid earlier was wearing a "You Can't See Me" shirt,
Right.
which is a John Cena shirt. But John Cena is a huge role model for kids.
Oh yeah.
Does so much with Make-A-Wish. Funnily enough, ever since he turned into a good guy in the WWE, he's never gone back to being a bad guy.
Right.
Even though us older fans that love wrestling really
liked him that way, but yeah, he doesn't want to show that.
But yeah, he wants to be that positive role model for kids.
Right.
And I just think people like that, and hopefully you do see other families when you're over at your friend's house.
He mentioned the sitcoms that he's watching, and part
Right.
of that is going to be that sort of bafflement that he's talking about here, where he's like, our family is nothing like this. But
Right.
on the other hand, hopefully you have some people close to you. But when he was like, I wish they had gone to counseling, it's like, I wish they had gotten a divorce and then gone to counseling separately. Right. Because once you've reached that level of toxicity in a relationship, it's no. The two of you are not meant to be. That's too volatile. That's not good for either of you, the kid, neighbors, the cops that have to. You don't normally hear it from the cops' side either, but because of the need for charges to be pressed and this, that, and the other, so many of them deal with repetitive frustration in terms of they know somebody is the perpetrator and the bad guy.
Right.
They have locked them up, used all the laws that they can think of to keep that person under wraps, to keep the family members that aren't the abuser safe. And yet, because a lot of times the statements are recanted or charges are never pressed, or they're back at that house a couple times a week, at least. And then things evolve, and like he said, he'd leave for school scared, not sure if he'd come home to his mom being alive or not,
And we've seen enough true crime shows to know sometimes they don't.
Yeah, sometimes they get permanently unsubscribed.
And unfortunately, in a lot of those cases, too, the kids are there
Or the kids are the people who discover them. How fucked up is that? You come home from school, open the door, and you are the person that finds your deceased parent?
Right.
That's officially scarring right there.
Right.
So, and then you end up losing both parents, whether because it ends up being a murder-suicide, or because the other parent gets locked up for life, or it's a done deal. You've lost both. Right. So, I don't know. This whole situation is deep and tragic, and unfortunately so familiar.
Right.
Pick up the telephone, call a friend and say, I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right. And they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fighting mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight. Your house tonight. I ain't placing the blame, saying it's mom or dad's fault, but all those traumas I had stuck with me as an adult, and it ignited these mad thoughts that I seem to have often. Yeah, that's Hopsin. Music is where my last straw went. Now I'm devoted to always give you my true life. The love I never felt growing up, I get it from you guys. Please don't get it twisted, I love both my parents to death. I just think there's issues a lot of fucking parents neglect. We all got these traumas we carry, and sometimes it's scary cause we bury the nest right there in our chest, and we subconsciously air and project the nightmares and the stress that we dealt with when we were younger. And that's why therapy's best. Listen, if you got kids of your own and you throwing tantrums, don't be oblivious and assume that it won't impact them. Children follow the protocol of the parents' blueprint, so when there's an issue, they might handle it just how you did. I gotta leave here now. My mom and dad acting crazy and this ain't right, and they've been going back and forth all night. I wanna stay at your house tonight, cause I don't wanna hear my dad fighting mama no more. I don't wanna hear the police at the front door. Can I stay at your house? I wanna stay at your house tonight, your house tonight.
That actually might be one of my favorite Hop songs.
No.
So apparently it is something that Hop had to go through.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, he's trying to give the truth. But again, it's one of those, it's learned behavior. Like, a lot of times your kids mimic what you did, even if it damaged them and they know that it did. Like, it's learned behavior. They're not sure how else to...
When it's all you know, that's...
Right. Especially when it comes to high emotions. Like, you may be able to be logical and be like, this is not the right way when you're calm. But as soon as your emotions are raised, like, you resort to what you know. Yeah, I got chills the second that it showed that it was him getting arrested.
Right.
That time. And a different kid. His kid. So...
Right. Something else I absolutely loved that he touched on too was the part where he had said that the love that he wished he'd had, he gets from his fans.
Right.
Which I feel like is a big part of the reason why some people do get into show business, specifically.
Right.
Whether it's acting or music or something like that. I have noticed a lot of famous musicians and or comedians, again, actors,
right,
grew up in situations like this. And it kind of starts off as like them acting
outlet.
Out.
Yeah.
Really, like at
outlet,
school.
Yeah.
And them disguising their pain, I guess.
Normally as like the class clown, or
right.
They're writing their pain down, and those are the people that normally become like the lyricists and so on and
right.
so forth.
But it's as much as I'd love to sit here and be like, man, it's great that he holds his fans in such high regard. It's still sad. It's
sad that he was lacking the interpersonal relationships that
right.
so many of us were more than blessed with when you think about your own situation.
Right.
But I mean, again, it's they find that creative outlet, and sometimes it benefits them. Sometimes, like I said, when those emotions hit you, like you said, you need therapy. I do like how he pointed out that as their child, he's not blaming his parents for his own actions.
Right.
And he loves both of them equally. And I think that that is often the situation that the kids are stuck in. They're your parents, you love them, you may see certain things as wrong, and you may be able to even see who is the major cause of the problem. But, you know, again, therapy, like he said, is helpful. I don't think it's the end all be all, but like it's helpful. Obviously, in this particular situation, as played out here, he needed more help because he resorted to his parents' habits.
Right.
So, but like I said, I love this one. I love the fact that he incorporated so much of the electric guitars during the hook. It just like amped that emotion up full way. I like how it started off, and you're like, oh, is this like going to be a rock song or what?
Right.
But again, it's a tale of tragedy, is what it beautifully written, but it is a tragic daily history around here.
Now, I watched a video that Hop put out a few days before this, I think, where he was talking about the music he was going to be releasing is actually... So, during the whole time, and the reason he stepped away was because, like, mentally he was going through some shit.
Right.
And he said a lot of the music he's going to be putting out for a while is going to be the stuff that was created during that time.
Okay.
And he wanted to remind people that, like, he's not in this headspace now.
Right.
This is the stuff he wrote when...
Well, he
was
needed
going through
to
some
purge
shit.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and I completely understand that. I'm glad that he, as a professional, knew he needed to step away and take the mental break time. A lot of people forget that and push themselves, and then their collapse is epic.
Right.
But I mean, I'm glad that he's not here now. But hey, some memories, they're never just going to disappear.
Right. But in the video, I was happy to see him actually look happy. And it's the first time where, like, so you can sit there and watch interviews with people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of tell they're kind of faking the laughter and kind of just going along with it. And,
the mask.
Yeah. And trying to
Appear okay.
appear fine. And I think this is honestly the first time I've seen an interview with him, probably ever, where he legit just looks content.
I'll have to go back and watch it.
It was pretty cool. So, Hop, man, I'm glad to see you doing well.
Yeah. This was fantastic.
Very much so.
Yeah.
All right, so with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Hopsin, Your House? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms. Mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
With that being said, we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you, depraved people, later.